Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice Radio. So today, we're going to be having a look at some new theme decks, which are coming out soon. And you might be thinking, well, hang on a second, Wassy, didn't we just look at new theme decks yesterday? Well, yes. Yes, we did. Yesterday, we took a look at the Lost Thunder theme decks, and I said that these were continuing the trend that we'd seen lately of, frankly, really good theme decks, putting in really good playable cards. So we saw that over the two theme decks, we had Macargo in one, and we had Zeb Striker in the other one, and one of them even had a couple copies of Naganadel, which is literally the best card from the new set, Lost Thunder. That's pretty gosh darn good. But we're getting these new theme decks, and these theme decks are very, very different, and they are, it certainly appears, directed at a different audience altogether. And the name of them should give it away a little bit here. They are called Let's Play Pikachu theme deck and Let's Play Eevee theme deck. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's Play Pikachu and Let's Play Eevee, which I'm sure for the eagle-eyed among you will make you think, hang on a second, isn't that very much like Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee? And the answer is yes. These are very, very clearly designed to go hand in hand with the new games. So the new games Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are being released in, well, by the time you watch this, most of you, if you're watching it on the day of release, we're kind of like a week and a half away from release. They're coming out on Friday the 16th of November. That's very, very close. The thing about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is that the goal here is to build on Pokemon Go. So you've got catching mechanics that looks very suspiciously like Let's Go. And in a way, it's a little bit more casual. Some of the more competitive things like breeding and all of that seem to have been taken out of the game, or at least changed around a lot. And they are very much for a more casual audience, so we're led to believe. And as with all of these, when Pokemon, the company, is trying to make a game that appeals to a more casual audience, certainly fitting in with the Pokemon Go audience, it only makes sense that they would want to try and get those same people playing the Pokemon trading card game. And it seems an awful lot like what's happening here is we have a brand new product aimed at trying to snag either new players or lapsed players. And that's what these tend to be. Because if we look at the theme decks for Lost Thunder, which I keep calling Legendary Treasures because it also began with LT, you can see that we have Entei and Raikou. Now, they're not the most stunning cards in the world, to be perfectly honest with you. Raikou, I think, is the better of the two, and Raikou's kind of a complicated card that does more damage, depending on if you've got a lightning energy in the Lost Zone. And sure, more experienced players will be like, yeah, you can use Lost Mixer or Ampharos there, but certainly your brand new player into the game is not going to be as familiar with that mechanic. Well, if we look at the signature Pokemon in these theme decks, we have Pikachu and we have Eevee. These are evolving Pokemon. These aren't even the full evolutions. I'm not talking about Raichu and Umbreon here. I am talking purely about Eevee and Pikachu. It's a very odd thing, ladies and gentlemen. But it's also kind of cool, because Pikachu and Eevee, let's face it, they are the popular Pokemon. That's why they ended up in Let's Play. Now, the Eevee in question is the one from Lost Thunder, 60 HP, nor 20 damage for one colourless energy. And the Pikachu is the one from Shining Legends, 60 HP, 1 lightning energy, flip a coin till you get tails, you do 20 damage for each heads. These are not the best Pikachu and Eevee around. Eevee, it's no question whatsoever. The one from Sun and Moon with Energy Evolution is super, super important. It means you can attach a basic energy and then search your deck and evolve Eevee into a Pokemon that evolves from Eevee of the same type as the energy you attached. That's pretty good. As for the Pikachu at the moment, we've got one with 70 HP, which is generally better. We did lose our one with Nuzzle, which is very sad. But the 70 HP one is often going to be the one for which you want to go here. So not ideal, but then again, these aren't supposed to be probably the most competitive decks. Now, unfortunately, we don't actually have deck lists for these yet. When we do, I will bring you a little video explaining to you exactly what's in them, and we can have a chat about it then. But we do have some press release information here. We are told, and the press release here is proper adorable, join forces with Pikachu or Eevee to play the Pokemon trading card game. This ready-to-play deck includes everything you need to pick up the basics of the game, from the very first card you draw to the last prize card you take. Each deck lets you evolve your star to boost your team's power and includes plenty of friends to fill up your bench. A variety of useful trainer cards helps you round out your strategy. So, clearly, there are evolutions in there because it says, lets you evolve your star. So we know that there's going to be a Raichu coming in this set. I assume it's going to be the one from Burning Shadows because as it stands at the moment, the only Raichu we have in the Sun and Moon block is the Raichu from Burning Shadows. We do have Raichu GX, and if these theme decks actually have GXs in, that would be amazing. But if they had Raichu GX in, don't you think that would be really obvious from looking at the front of the box? I, for one, think it probably would. As a side note, there are Alolan Raichu in the set. There are a couple of Alolan Raichu. There's the promo, and there's the one from Burning Shadows. But, I don't know, I can't see them putting an Alolan Raichu in there. Now, as for the Eevee, it's a little bit less clear what you're going to be getting in terms of an evolution. Because in terms of non-GXs, the only evolutions of Eevee we've had in the Sun and Moon block, and I can't imagine they would be going further back than that, because then they'd be printing cards that aren't tournament legal in introductory theme decks. That just seems weird to me. We've had the Sylveon from Forbidden Light, the Umbreon from Lost Thunder, and the Espeon from Lost Thunder. Well, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee only have Gen 1 Pokemon in. These are not Gen 1 Pokemon. So I don't think they're gonna be in the set. Now, we know that there is an evolution of Eevee in the deck. We are told that. I really want to know what that is. It makes very little sense to me. Hey ho. We also know that in the box you'll find a 60 Pokemon card deck, including 4 foil cards. Clearly a 60 card deck gives you everything you need to play, and these are clearly aimed at newer players because it says super clearly everything you need to play. They keep focusing on the you can play with what's in the box. As for the 4 foil cards, we are just not given any information. A rules insert to teach you the basics of the game, 1 metallic coin, a 2-player playmat and rule sheet, a code card to play the deck online, a deck box, and some damage counters. Don't get excited about the deck box. It's going to be one of the very flimsy cardboard deck boxes because they're the only ones that will actually fit into these packets. You're not going to be getting a big sturdy plastic box. Are these theme decks for you? If you've wanted to get into the Pokemon trading card game, if you've got kids that want to play Let's Go but aren't sure about the trading card game, these seem very much like they're for you. If you're a seasoned player, probably not, but you never know, some of these foils could be previously unfoiled cards that you want for your deck. These are clearly aimed at a very new player. These are clearly things to put on the shelf so people who are enjoying Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, the video games, go into a shop, see these on the shelves and go, oh, they look fun, I think I'll buy them. That's the goal of these products, and you know what? That's okay. I am absolutely fine with this. Because as I've said in a million different videos, maybe all of these products aren't for you. Maybe they're not things that you're going to buy. But anything that gets more people playing the game means it's more likely this game is going to stick around and get more popular and have more tournaments and bigger prize support, etc., which is going to benefit you if you're a fan of this game. I think these are wonderful. I applaud what the Pokemon Company are doing. I don't know if it's going to work, and honestly, I'm probably not going to buy these theme decks. But then again, it might be that when we see the full list and we know what cards are foil, I change my mind. Now, TotalCards.net have got some information about this. They say that the release date is going to be December. However, they don't have information regarding a specific date. Their prediction, and it's exactly the same as my prediction, games come out in mid-November. Christmas is late December. You want to give people a little while to actually go and buy the decks in advance of Christmas. So I really don't think you're going to see these any later than the first week or two of December. Honestly, I'm expecting a release date here of Friday the 7th of December. That would be my guess. Pokemon products are generally released on a Friday, so I think Friday the 7th of December is going to be when we see them. Just a prediction. So there we go. Now you know the cards that we know are in there and some predictions as to what we don't. You've got all the information I do, and you know why they're being made and why it's a great thing. So ladies and gentlemen, get yourself over to the comment section. Are you planning on buying these? Do you think they look cool? Let me know. Go nuts, but please do remember the rules. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all of that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. And do make sure you're checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays for some more Wassy action. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.